turn the camera around? Oh, you can't put the torch on. Enable flash. Hello. Hi, was that a bit bright in your eyes? Was that a bit bright in your eyes? Hello. We're about to go inside, aren't we? Hey, we're about to go inside. Yeah, thank you, Zen. We were out this morning. We had a bit of sunrise energies this morning with the rain, and we attempted to scrub. See if you can see in there the difference. It's all darker green up there. Might be better around this side. I'll show you. So yeah, we scrubbed there a bit, and up here the first time it happened was this was all like caked in really dark green mouldy slimy gunk, and when it snowed that kind of lifted it up a bit. We've got like so much to do, but that's okay. We don't think about that because it gets daunting. We just did the windows in the rain a bit as well. So we had the sunrise energies this morning, just doing a little bit of scrubbing on them. We've just done our soapy water on the windscreen, not the windscreen, the windows. We empty the compost. This tends to be pretty tricky due to smells and the feeling, and with the autism and our gag reflex, and then we just use a bit of water to kind of rinse it out with our hands, because you've got all the bacteria from the compost then going into the skin, and that's really good for your gut skin biome axes. And plus, see, we're all about maximum output, most ease, so anything we can do because of our multitude of differing physical and mental abilities, things can get, be really slow. So because we have limited energy, and even if we were full on healthy and good, it still takes someone with an EDS body 4 times the amount of energy to do anything, so therefore it takes like 4 times longer. But because we're not on form, we spend a lot of time beforehand doing our Shintosai supported restorative yoga, which incorporates like subtle shaking, sounding and breathing. And then we sometimes make it out and sometimes don't. This is like only about the 4th time we've been out this year. Maybe 5th. I think it's 5th. 5 seems to be the number at the moment. We've only put our bin, which we'll show you in a minute, out once, and this will be the 2nd time, like in the last couple of months. And before that we were exhausted after last year, and we didn't actually get to do much last year. So this is just a very basic kind of rinsing of our compost to get the worst out. And then we've got loads of mushrooms where we're attempting to grow mushrooms, but this is our 1st year of sowing them. And so because this has got now all nutrients in it from the compost, we just empty it on there, so it's like feeding the mushrooms. That's taken us about 2 years to slowly cut down the hollies around the back. We'll show them, and we've got mushroom dowels in them as well growing. So mushrooms is like your vegetarian's meat. We just did a very basic quick job of weeding. Okay, so we put this over here, and then that's our period blood to fertilise it tomorrow. We've got half tomorrow morning. We've got with the Pisces new moon for Pisces, the last bit of the Pisces descending waning crescent, and then it goes new. But this is something that's grown from last year. It's peppery lettuce. I don't know if we can do this. Let's see. Turn the camera back round. We're learning a bit now. Can we put on the flash again? Save highlight. Turn the camera round. No point if you can't see us. Torch is on. but that's no good. You can kind of see it. Oh, look at that. We are, hello. We're shining the torch off the plastic grey thing before. So this is the green stuff, and it's like peppery. So you just eat it, and it's like yummy, yummy, yummy. We don't really like salad on its own, lettuce leaves, but when it's all peppery, it's like really good. It's like mustard leaves, and it's like oh, but it stimulates all the Tito by day, nana. No. We're going to turn it back around again now. That's what we were reflecting the light off, which made it work then, so that's cool. But even more. Another bit, yeah, that was yummy, wasn't it? So that's kind of all ready to go. We're a bit late from one perspective on sewing, but we've not been able to get out. So from our perspective, we're not late because we've not been able to get out due to physical and mental triggers and traumas and navigating stuff. Rhubarb growing back from last year, that makes us really excited. And here, look at that, it's growing back from last year. We didn't have to do anything, so I just cleared that. I've just pruned a bit off that as well. That's going to be the last of the mushroom dowels that we've got in the fridge. That's a radish growing. I don't know if we can have radish leaves, but I mean the radish is not good anymore. So all this is kind of good to go. We've got to empty that. We kind of weeded that. See this? You can see how dirty that is, and that's cleaner than what it was. So we've got like seen two more here. There's lots to do, but that's okay. And lots of sort in there. We're gonna attempt to taking the thing off. We're gonna attempt to, can't really see, use a shredder and a water jet thing. So there's our compost that we've done. We're gonna prune the jasmine. Oh, we could prune that to retard growth as well. So yeah, we'll prune that tomorrow, and the jasmine, and this rose bush here. They're both kind of whitey, but I think that's a pinky white or a whitey pink, and that's a yellowy pink, a yellowy white or whitey yellow. So we're going to prune them to retard the growth a bit, but get more fruit. We meant to do that on a Scorpio moon in the 3rd or 4th quarter. But Pisces is water, so we thought it might be the same because we managed the front. So all of this has got to be shredded and made into mulch, and that was all cleared from the back. We haven't really done anything here. It all got it's just too much. We've only been out for about half an hour, 45 minutes. And we popped in on Russ's live. There's beautiful pictures and a beautiful picture of a raven behind, just to say hello. And so I'm very impressed that we got ourselves out because we wanted them to watch that. We're balancing spirituality with practicality. We've started today doing our 52-week chakra journey with the chakra oracle cards and chakra wisdom toolkit. There's going to be a video going up later for that. We're going to go in, that stuff can go in, that's soapy water that we use into the windows, I think we said that. So we just thought, we've not been able to go live before on our phone, but you can do that now. So there's our bin. Put that out. So it's taken us maybe 3 years actually, yeah, because it's 3 years since the psych ward. So it's taken us 3 years to cut these down slowly, because we can only do a tiny bit at a time. Last time it was on a Sagittarius. It's always on a full moon to new moon when the energy's going down, because that's when you weed and get rid of stuff that you don't want, and this is where you use up least energy and get max output. We've got to do that side of the fence, but it all takes time. We've got to do our supported restorative Shintosai yoga like we said earlier before, and then afterwards, because we get knackered. But this is our movement. Hi Wow, hi Worm. His name's Worm, but it's Wow backwards. And we've taken that from the front garden, and then all these spiky bits as they were like going mad. Spiky ones here, they're growing, they didn't fit the rock waterfall garden. Hi! Or is it a bit bright? Yeah, we humans don't like it in their eyes either. Apologies. Hi! See you later. Thanks for hello. And there's our beautiful boys then again. So, I don't know, we're just gonna, I don't know, I suppose we say goodbye. We could see if you can join, you might be able to join us up the alleyway as we did bin. Let's see. We'll hold this in our right hand because that would be easier. So we used the hoe and took all, like you see all that side, you've got the green stuff, the weeds. We did that here. The bottle's tiny, the spray bottle, so we might have to buy one of those like 2 litre or 5 litre things that you can put on your back and then spray with that, and so then we can spray that and keep on top of it. Everything's starting to bud. So this is all the fruit trees. This is what we pruned on the Scorpio moon to retard growth and produce more fruit. We're going to make our own strawberry tower because that's shit really. There's not enough soil to kind of keep the strawberries going, and it broke really quickly, and so you know we can't afford to keep buying stuff, so we'll just do that. We've got to do all these fence bits as well, so these have been all ongoing projects. We did oil them, but we've got to paint them now with brown stuff. Is that weeds that we took out? We can put that in the bin. Oh yeah, we forgot, didn't we? So yeah, this will knacker us out and we'll sleep well. We've had the sunrise energies and the sunset energies now. So on so Russell's in the equator as well, so we've got some equator energies which is balancing. Today the sun and moon pretty much rose at the same time and they're both shining during the day. I wonder if you can actually hear us. We planted the odd strawberry over this side in the public path as well, and we threw some mushroom spawn down there to see if they would grow. Public domain eating, don't know if we're allowed or not, but it sounded like a good idea. I suppose not many people have been doing gardening and we don't get up here often, and this is hard work. We need to change, we're hurting. We don't make distance like the far distance, it's not even that far, but we don't do distances like this very often. But all of this is like keeping the body moving, just in smaller bouts, in moderation, number 14. It takes self-discipline, number 41, to do moderation. We were also, see, it's made us really out of breath and we have to take it slow now because we'll get dizzy. We were looking at number 19 the other day, and if you turn 19 round on one plane, so you rotate it 180 degrees, it turns into 61. So 19 is pride, it's the number of the sun card in the tarot, the planetary ruler of Leo, and 61 is the number of self-love. But then if you put it in a mirror, 61, I think, we haven't done this, we've got to actually do this, but I think would be like turn into like 16, which is rebirth, and it's the Tower card, and those have been the energies kind of today. There's our boy. He's not our boy, we're his human. Oh yeah. We don't need to go down here, but this is the video we've got on, we just put a video up on our other channel because we just put that up. It's another temporary job, just really kind of easy. It's not like hard, it's tied on with string but now it means it's all ready for when the holes get dug by the neighbour and they can buy one of them to put on their side or something else. I suppose it's up to them. We've got to do the last bits here. So this stuff, originally it was done for the slugs and to kind of protect the soil in winter, but we've only just like got this on recently. But it stops the cats going to the toilet, it protects the soil. There was a third thing, wasn't there? Oh, it's top on my mina. Oh, the birds, yeah, and the birds tend to pull it to nest, although we haven't seen any birds do that yet, which is a shame. There's too many cats around at the moment, but they were doing that last time. These are spring onions. I think we've got some down here actually. We can put them in. I don't mind muddying this. There were white maggot things in there. This is what it was in there. That was dead, so we've been giving it Reiki to see if it will help. But we pulled it out, and there were loads of little white maggoty things. Them. I don't know if you can really see, but I think they're not good. So we're going to put some soapy water on them, and we've sprayed that, and hopefully there's not many left in there, but we'll put some more of our natural bug killer on it. Oh, we don't want, well, we're not going to pot these because, but yeah, these are the ends of the spring onions. Oops. So you cut the spring onions off when you use them, and then you can just put them in the soil and they'll grow themselves. So that's a really good way of like upgrowing. There's some not long ago, and there you can kind of see it starting to grow. It's not the best in the rain here. We'll put that back under there so they don't get too soggy, because we want to pick them all up. Not pick them up, we don't know what you call it. Dig them up and put them over that side, because that's where the carrots are going to go. We've got a few more of these to empty, and that's then all these pots from last year that we didn't get fooled. That's just raising this up a bit. We're not going to be able to do it, but ideally we'd like to put a metal sheet along there and lift that up, because it's all sinking down. But I think we're going to move this one down here to fill in that gap, because it was all, lots of things have died because these other two took over, but a couple of things are doing all right. But then it's winter too. The snow killed it, so I don't know if it looks dead, but it's actually still alive. We were watching Line of Duty and the head got chopped off and was in a box, and the postwoman who's deaf accidentally broke the snail, knocked the snail off, and we found the snail's head. So this is also the abstract logic of aligning internal and external realities, and external real-time reality with virtual reality. This is the complexity of us. We've got parsnips coming tomorrow, so we're going to take up all this celery and put that in with the parsnip soup with coconut milk, and then all that coriander afterwards, and then we can empty that as well. And I think we might buy a couple of pots if we can. We haven't succeeded yet to repot that currant. See, that one and this one up here, we all bought at the same time, but they're all in different stages. Our pruning's not been great, but all the thyme smells amazing, and the lavender. So we've got to prune the raspberry, but we want the ones that we want to grow. We've got to prune the clematis and the wisteria. And the raspberry, but the ones that we want to grow, we've got to do them on the new moon energy, so the energy is going up and it stimulates growth rather than retarding it. These are all our rainbow stones that we painted ages ago, and we had them out all up there in the distance, so like from red to orange was a longer distance, from orange to yellow. Tita por mama, tita. Here it is. Well done. So from yellow to green, green to blue, blue to indigo, indigo to violet, so that it's a visual representation of the wavelengths, because we work really well with the visual side of things. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with the Shintosai gardening, sunset energies, connecting with nature, grounding. A lot to do, overwhelming, but we're getting much better at managing to be like we're exactly where we're meant to be. And if stuff gets done, it's done. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So yeah, okay, where's Zen? Say goodbye. I suppose we could turn the camera around and say goodbye, but I don't know if we can reflect it. Maybe we can reflect it off the white here like we did last time and say goodbye. I think we have to turn the flash on like that from the top. I don't think it's working because I don't think it's oh yeah, it's too wet. We can kind of see. Bye. Happy day, night, morning, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. We're gonna rest now. How do we stop it? I don't know. It's the first time we've done it on the phone, isn't it? Do you know how we stop it? Up close. Yeah, bye.